It's no surprise to anyone that there is a lot of noise to cut through in 2021, which is why I'm super grateful that you take a couple minutes out of your day to listen to my videos to hopefully become a better salesperson. In today's video, we are talking about one single productivity hack that I think will really change the way in which you approach your work and how you get important tasks done throughout the day. When we think about the noise and media, newspapers had limited boundary conditions. They had a physical paper, which is what made each and every story more meaningful and the truth so important. In today's day and age, we have digital media, we have CNBC, we have traditional media sites, CNN, MSN, all these different sites with an endless digital feedback loop. So when you start your day, how tempted are you to look at these news sites, to look at your social media, to look at your email? It's endless, and approaching your days like that will lead to less productivity. I find myself throughout the days mindlessly scrolling through LinkedIn, looking at email, looking at websites. The next thing you know, 5, 10, 15 minutes go by. In the beginning of the day, I'm focused. The next thing you know, I'm YouTube. A productivity hack that I learned from Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank, and a senior leader of mine reinforced this idea here today, and I'm putting it into practice. So I have not done it consistently, but I did make videos for the last 170 days. I took 2 days off, and this is day 2 getting back on that journey. So consistency is really important, and this is something that I will become consistent with. And it is writing down your top 2 most important tasks you have. So take a moment right now, write down your 2 most important tasks either to accomplish today or to accomplish tomorrow. For example, it's the evening right now, Monday evening, and I wrote down my 2 most important tasks to accomplish tomorrow, Tuesday. I am taking the sticky note off, I'm putting it on my laptop, and I'll show up tomorrow. And here's the key. Don't check your email, don't check your phone for text messages. Any inputs or receivables that are coming into you that you feel like you need to address, don't acknowledge them or don't look at them. Focus exclusively on those 2 follow-up tasks. For example, my 2 follow-up tasks, create a proposal and then prospect into 3 of my top accounts. I'm gonna open my laptop and I'm gonna go right to those tasks and do them immediately and not think about anything else. So let me know what you think of that productivity hack. And if you enjoyed that hack, if it's something you've done before or something you think you could see yourself using, make sure to destroy the like button now. At this point, you're thinking, maybe I should click off. Maybe I've learned everything I need to know. Here is a bonus productivity hack. When the universe starts to talk to you and put things in front of you, it's important to listen. A lot of it's noise, of course, and something that's been on my mind a lot recently is the concept of going all in and over-committing. This is something that I'm gonna talk about for the next couple minutes, and I wanna share my thoughts on this. The best career advice I ever got was going all in. Early in my career, 2018, I had just graduated college. It was my first sales job, SDR at a tech company. I was struggling. I was one of the worst performing reps. I'm not naturally super good at sales. I'm super major introverted, and I wasn't very good. I went to one of the senior leaders and I said, look, what can I do? How do I become better? And he said, Trent, most people think by giving 70 to 80% that they're actually all in, when in reality, you physically need to have that switch in your mind, that paradigm adoption of, hey, I actually am all in. I burn my ships. There's no alternative. Either I figure this out or I die, and it just doesn't work out. Some people aren't quite that extreme, and that was what changed my entire career trajectory. I said, okay, I'm not the most talented, but I'll go all in. I'll make more calls than everyone else. I'll show up earlier. I'll work later. I'll put in more effort, and naturally, that will help me because sales is ultimately a number game. That philosophy has guided my career to this point, going from an SDR to an account executive. I now find myself in my job. I've hit my quota the last 3 quarters, but I feel like I need to take my game to the next level. Today, I was reading the 10X Rule by Grant Cardone, one of the top 5 books I recommend to people. My favorite sales book talks about extreme action, and one of the chapters is titled Going All In and Over Committing. And really what he talks about is that this is a poker term. When you go all in poker, you put all your chips in, and either you win the hand or you lose or you bust out, and then you'll have to buy back in. That's a finite game, and of course, sales is not poker. The concept of going all in essentially means that you can take infinite action. there is no finite amount of action shifts, and technically each and every day you can decide to go all in with your action in each and every call and each and every action. And simply by putting in a lot of activity action, simply by recognizing that there's no shortage of creativity that you can put into it, eventually that level of action and output will get you closer to what you want. That was interesting to me, and I heard it rewired in a different way. I was listening to a Marc Lore interview. He was the founder of Jets.com, Diapers.com, both got acquired by Walmart, the other one by Amazon. He's worth over $1 billion. He's an investor with A-Rod right now. And he talked about how he was able to start his companies and grow them to massive successes. And he worked in banking for the first 7 years of his career. He saved over $390,000. And in his first business, when he was talking with angel investors, when he was trying to get funding, they said, Mark, why is there $390,000 invested? Why not $400,000? He's like, because that's all the money I have. He took all the money he had and he went all in. Elon Musk sells PayPal, takes all the money he has and contributes to start SpaceX and Tesla. Going all in doesn't just mean a financial contribution that everything's on the line, similar to poker. Going all in is looking at your current circumstances, looking at your current situation and say, either, it's binary, either yes, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to become successful, survive, or no, I make the decision not to and I die. It's either survival or die. Either you evolve to make it happen or you don't and you die. That's a very extreme way of looking at it. And I find that I'm in a place now where I'm starting to rethink my level of commitment and being all in. And I find that every couple months, every couple years, you need to really reevaluate where are you at mentally, how committed are you, and how are you going to grow to sacrifice who you are today to become that person you want and build that life you want. And I'm now at a place where I'm thinking, okay, what productivity hacks can I start executing day to day? And then from a mindset standpoint, what do I need to do to shift my perception to say, hey, this is it, I'm going all in. I've had people recently make fun of my videos, putting myself out there, saying, hey, you're putting a target on your back, saying things at work that may be contradictory to how I believe and what I'm doing. And look, it's a lot of noise. People are gonna say things to you. People are gonna question your level of action. You're gonna even question your own level of action. And I'm here to tell you, if you want it as bad as you say you want it, if you really want to get to that next level, you need to go from where you're at today and thinking you're going hard to say, hey, I'm gonna take this to the next level. I'm gonna go a little bit more extreme with it. I'm gonna overcommit. People might say, hey, you're a workaholic. Hey, you're obsessed with what you do. And in my opinion, that's just what it takes. And over time, you'll start to separate yourself. After the first couple weeks, you may not see a lot of results and it may be tough. You may not be hanging out with friends as much. You may not be doing as much on the weekends, but that level of activity, action, commitment, being all in will help get you more ultimately of what you want out of life. I love the quote by Jocko Willink, discipline equals freedom. And there's something really pure to me about going all in and saying, hey, this is my singular focus in life. I want to achieve this and I'm willing to die to go get it. And it's really just as simple as that. It's a binary decision. So talking through it with you really is helping me work things out in my mind, because there's a lot of noise out there. A lot of people are telling you how you should think. A lot of people are telling you how you should react. So I just really appreciate you taking the time to listen to my thoughts. And ultimately what's best for me may not be best for you. So you have to think about what you want, what are you willing to give up, and ultimately why any of it matters, because we're simultaneously everything and nothing. So we're not gonna get too philosophical, but thanks so much for watching this video. Destroy the like button now if you're still with me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for some weird reason, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.